All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily. My name is Jackson. I post daily Rockets content. So hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it. Now, if you don't catch tonight's game, you might look at this and not be all that thrilled. But let me tell you this, outside of that first quarter, the Houston Rockets looked much better than anticipated. Much, much better than anticipated. They had what, 7 turnovers in the first quarter? They had like 5 or 6 turnovers at least in the first half of the first. And it was looking like, and I was thinking to myself, like, are the Rockets really about to turn the ball over 30 times in a basketball game? And if we look at the total turnover number, 16. Now, 16 isn't necessarily good, but with the way the game started, I will take 16. Another nice thing to look at first off is we won the rebound battle 54-38, and we also missed one free throw on 15 attempts, 93.3%. We were like definitely the worst free throw shooting team in the league last season. So I absolutely love to see that. However, I thought the Houston Rockets played a really solid basketball game. I think we're a lot closer. I was really pleased with the defense in all 4 quarters. Yes, obviously there were some lapses, but honestly, most of the defensive lapses or most of the lapses tonight weren't necessarily defensive errors. It was more just terrible turnovers. Like almost all of their turnovers they were tough. All right. We were also missing glue guy Jae'Sean Tate. Keep that in mind. 5 starters tonight: Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Eric Gordon. Can we just retire Eric Gordon as a Houston Rocket on a very, very cheap contract? I love Eric Gordon. Jabari Smith Jr. took 11 threes. We'll talk about that in a second. Then Bruno Fernando, as we made the video earlier today, he actually tied the team high with Kevin in assists. So we'll start it off with our point guard, KPJ. Started a little shaky. All right, he actually scored the first couple of points for us, but efficiency-wise, it started a little shaky. Finished with 4 turnovers. I would say with the way the first quarter went, yeah, it was that sloppy. We scored like 18 points in the first 6 minutes and then 2 points in the final 6 minutes. So, if we could erase and redo those 6 minutes, the Houston Rockets might win this game. On the road against the Atlanta Hawks, where a lot of people are projecting Atlanta as a top 4 seed. I mean, there are some people who think the Atlanta Hawks are finals contenders. They're a really good basketball team. They're a really solid offensive team. And we'll talk about the defense, but, I thought Kevin Porter Jr. tonight, 21, 7 and 7 with 2 steals, 3 of 5 from downtown, 9 and 19 from the field. Outside of the turnovers, I thought Kevin did a phenomenal job. Jalen Green started the game really solid, finished 16, 5 and 3 with a steal and a block. Just 1 of 7 from downtown, 7 of 20 from the field. I feel like he got fouled a lot more than one time. Like, he definitely got fouled more than once. So those free throws will start to come, but I did like to see his aggressiveness because, that was not a nitpick or a flaw in his game, but that's something we wanted to see heading into the season, was just getting to the free throw line more. We know he's really fast. We know he's really athletic. We know he can finish at the rim, but I liked his aggressiveness tonight. I absolutely loved his aggressiveness tonight, and it'll come. The efficiency will come. It was just a tough shooting night for him. Eric Gordon, I don't really need to say much about Eric Gordon. I mean, he's just rock solid. Like, when you need a bucket, give the ball to Eric Gordon. Just give the ball to Eric Gordon. I love his veteran leadership. I love his mentality on this young, very young Houston Rockets team. And although he finished with just 11 points, it was a solid 11 points, all right? I'll take that. Jabari, the defense was nice at times on John Collins. There were some possessions where John would go a little barbecue chicken on him, but that was kind of solved immediately. I liked the active hands. I liked staying in front of him. I liked not fouling. Like, the defense from Jabari, the potential is limitless. I mean, these guys saw the rumor a couple days ago, said he's 7 feet with shoes on. Jabari on an inefficient night finished with 17 and 7, 6 of 17 from the field, 3 of 11 from downtown. I will take that for an inefficient basketball game. Lastly, in the starting lineup, we have Bruno Fernando. He was a workhorse, man. He was an absolute workhorse. And I got to say, I like having him as the starter for the time being. We'll talk about Şengün on the bench unit in just a couple of minutes, but Bruno was everywhere. I mean, he is literally a workhorse. I liked his rim protection. He finished with 2 blocks, but all in all, like, he's a great rim runner. He's a great guy who just gives you it all every time he's out on the court. And like I was saying, it's not like Bruno starting is going to give him, 32, 34 minutes a night, and you're only going to see 15 minutes from Şengün. That's not going to be the case. All right. And Bruno, he's deserving. He's definitely deserving of a roster spot. So I'm glad he got it. 7 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. I'm going to take that. So I like what I'm seeing from Bruno. I absolutely love it. Nice little gem, nice little hidden gem at just 24 years old. Finished the season strong and started the season strong for us so far tonight. On the bench unit, I think having Şengün there, it's awesome. I am a little concerned about Jae'Sean Tate and Alperen Şengün being in the same unit, but we'll tackle that when it comes. We did see Şengün take 2 threes tonight, and we saw him take a couple and make a couple of threes in preseason. Still a little hesitant, just a little hesitant taking these threes. He's probably thinking, well, I'm not the best three-point shooter. I'm sure we can get something better. I like it. 2 threes a night. That's something I'll take from Alperen Şengün. Rebounding was there, and it wasn't his best game. I know he went 5 and 9. I love that he went 4-4 from the free throw line. I love that we missed just 1 free throw. I mean, we missed 1 free throw. I'm going to take that any day of the week. It was so frustrating last season, just all the free throw woes. It was just started with Wood, went to Kevin. It just spread through the whole team. Şengün, 15 and 9. It was sloppy, though. It was sloppy. Timing was a little off at times. 6 turnovers. Keep in mind, guys, he just turned 20. He turned 20 on July 25th. So as with all the other Houston Rocket guys, all of our young guys especially, we're going to make mistakes. Young players make mistakes. All players make mistakes. So I think all things considered, Alperen Şengün off the bench right now, it was solid. I liked what I saw. KJ Martin Jr., his shot wasn't falling. However, I liked his aggressiveness. I liked that he kept shooting. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, not too much there from KJ, but I like that he saw 23 minutes tonight, and I just liked his aggressiveness on the offensive end. Tari Eason, a little confused as far as why he only saw 14 or 15 minutes tonight. 8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds. That was a crazy possession. He's in the right place at the right time all the time. Especially in transition. I mean, that's why you wanted to draft him. That was what his bread and butter was outside of defense, was his transition offense. 8 points, 7 rebounds for his rookie NBA season debut. That's also something I'm going to take. So hopefully we see some more playing time, and I would say he definitely is deserving of it. It was a strong showing tonight. Garrison Matthews, I feel so bad for Gary Bird, because I root for him as a player. He doesn't have a future with us. I think, we'll just call a spade a spade. Let's keep it a buck, right? I don't think he has a future with us, and that's fine. That's fine. He's like the 10th man in our rotation right now. For the time being, he's not going to go 0-2 from downtown every night. He only saw 14 minutes. Definitely had some defensive lapses, but I'm rooting for Gary, man. I'm definitely rooting for him, because if he's knocking down threes at like a 40% clip, there's definitely a role for him either on this team or on an NBA roster, right? Josh Christopher, loved the aggressiveness, loved the defense. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He also saw only 13 minutes tonight. That bench rotation is going to get dialed in as the time goes, but I love Josh Christopher's aggressiveness tonight. I loved all of our aggressiveness tonight, man. We played with this really fast pace, this up-tempo pace that we really saw in the second half of the season last year, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's the first game of the season, so these guys are going to get tired. They're going to start not losing their legs, but they're going to get tired. So that's to be expected. We knew the turnovers were the thing to fix heading into the season with the free throws and the defense, but Trae Young suffered tonight, and it's not like he had a bad shooting night, but Kevin and the whole Houston Rockets offense, or whole Houston Rockets defense, they didn't make it easy. They did not make it easy. And the Atlanta Hawks, Onyeka, Clint Capella, John Collins, they have a bunch of guys who can go out there and get you rebounds. And the fact that we pretty much dominated the rebounding game, and the Atlanta Hawks had a brutal shooting night, the defense is coming, man. It's coming. So this is just a taste of what's going to be a very fun and exciting, especially offensive season. But defensively, I'm really liking what I'm seeing, man. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. So we're headed in the right direction, obviously. And I think this season, as we all are anticipating, it's only going to get better. So I can't wait for Friday's game. Ja Morant, Swaggy told me Ja's got a 30-piece waiting for me because I'm going to the game on Friday in Houston. Shout out Jorge. And I was like, all right, word, I'll bring some barbecue sauce. So home opener Friday, man. Let's get it. Let's get that W. Let's make a statement. And I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comment section. I know in my video earlier today, I said I was going to go live today, but kind of the first day back making basketball content, there's just a lot of stuff going on. So I will be live tomorrow. Don't worry about it. And I will be live plenty of times this weekend, live in Houston. So live from the H. I can't wait, man. Oh my God, it's going to be so fun. If you want to chug a beer, let me know. The Instagram's right there. A lot of you guys have already reached out. I can't wait to meet you guys and just show some love. So that's it for me. Go ahead, drop some comments on the game, and I'll see you.